History. It has a way of being tidied up. We like our endings clean. Especially when it concerns the giants of our past. But if you look at the logs of the Savarona, there is a gap. A hole in the story. It was said that the final days were a struggle of medicine and will, but the evidence doesn't fully confirm this. There was a small black notebook, leather-bound, not the official diary. Something personal, something he kept under his pillow. The guards saw it, the stewards saw it, but that morning, it was gone. Just gone. Why would his last thoughts be a threat? Let's look at the guard. A young man, barely 20. He stood outside the cabin door. At 3:15 a.m., he heard voices. Not the doctors, not the family. Voices that shouldn't have been there. Official history says the ship was a fortress of privacy. But the guard's testimony, hidden in a 1950s interview, suggests otherwise. He spoke of a man in a dark overcoat. A man who left the cabin holding something thin and flat. The official log for that hour? It's blank. Patient resting. Silence is expensive. Or perhaps silence is a requirement for survival. The heat on the yacht was unbearable that July. They say the air was thick, like a physical weight. Inside the cabin, the leader was fighting a war he couldn't win. The doctors, they were the best. But their notes, they don't match. One records a temperature that shouldn't be possible for a conscious man. Another records him speaking clearly, giving orders. Which one is it? You can't be in a comatose fever and also be dictating policy. Unless the policy wasn't coming from him, but something here. The recordings stop. The timeline fractures. A transition in the dark. 4:00 a.m. The gray hour, when the mind is most vulnerable. It's when the notebook was last seen. A steward entered for linens. He saw the book on the nightstand, but 10 minutes later, the nightstand was empty. The doctor didn't ask why. You're tired, they told him. You're seeing things. But he wasn't tired. He was terrified. He wrote a secret letter. The room smelled of ozone and burnt paper. Why burn paper there? It doesn't fit the official vigil. The cracks are widening. Some things are not meant to be recorded in the state archives. Small boats were seen circling the Savarona. No lights. Unmarked boats. Fishermen were chased away by unknown patrols. Who was guarding the yacht from the water? What were they waiting for? The staff was disbanded. Many never spoke again. Silence bought, or silence forced. Some moved abroad. Others disappeared into the bureaucracy, hidden in plain sight. Today, The archives have ink spills over specific names. It's almost artistic, the way the truth is obscured. Why hide the guests, if everything was as they say? We see the great man staring at the water one last time. A beautiful image, but behind it, a soldier saw a stranger. A steward smelled smoke, and the notebook contained something. Perhaps it was nothing, or perhaps a final warning. He realized the walls were closing in, on his life, on his vision. We don't have answers, only cracks. The view isn't clear. Something happened on the Savarona. It's still there, under the waves.